Hi, it's Bridget with Life on the Spectrum, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about food. One question I'm always asked is, how does your son love food? Now, I will say this, my son loves food too much sometimes. Generally on the autism spectrum, they either don't eat hardly anything at all, or they love food. I wish there was a middle ground, but to be honest with you, I would prefer having somebody eat than hardly eat at all. So I am lucky in that way, and I truly believe that we do battle weight with him at times, but I'd rather him eat than have a very limited diet. This is some of the ways that I actually did it. When my son was very young, I did breastfeed, which was a previous topic on Life on Spectrum, but I also never bought baby food. To me, baby food was too smooth. And if you think about it, in our foods today, there's textures everywhere. You eat spaghetti, it's not smooth. You have chunks of vegetables, you have the different types of noodles or things like that. There's different textures all over in our food. If you give them smooth baby food, no matter if they're on the spectrum or not, they're gonna have that sense that all food should be that texture. So what I actually did, plus I was a broke, young girl and a single mom, I actually ground all the food. So whatever I ate, he ate. And you can actually buy a small grinder and actually take it any restaurant and anywhere that you go and use that. There's also small little food processors now that can almost go in your baby bag, or take it with you. But I would suggest doing that, and that's almost for anything, and that gives them the sense of different textures, and they'll actually have different tastes. My son now will eat everything from sushi all the way down to Himalayan to Indian to whatever. And I think truly it's because of texture, and he got used to it as a child. So that's my advice. For today, make sure you try different textures by grinding the food first. Don't worry about giving him a whole thing of broccoli. Grind it up first so it is somewhat smooth but still has a texture. And you can do that with any food. I remember my son, he was very young, but his favorite thing was meatloaf. And that's because all I did was grind it up, and if you need to, add a little extra water or a little extra milk. And I'm telling you, it will help in the long run. Thanks again for listening about food on Life on Spectrum. Thanks for watching that episode, and make sure you come back and join us again for upcoming videos. They'll be uploaded almost on a daily basis. Also, if you really enjoyed us, like us below, or even leave a comment for us to respond back to. And if for all of you that are really involved in the Life on Spectrum, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate you. We hope that this is worthwhile for you, and we'll see you next time on Life on Spectrum.